That's exactly it. Boom. That's good audio. All right. So how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, hanging in there. I'm just excited to do this interview. Really, really excited. And you're an NBA free agent, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
that's very exciting to have on the show. Just amazing. And I guess that will lead us into our show. Today on the show, we've got Jalen Cooper, who is a free agent in the NBA. He joining me today on Jackson Share Sports Radio, Jalen Cooper, who's the former Simpson University Red Hawk. He is 6'3", 160 pounds, and his career highs in 2018 to 2019 were 21 points versus La Sierra, 40 minutes versus Embry-Riddle. And Jalen appeared in 24 games in 2016 to 2017 and averaged about 5.5 to 2.2 rebounds per game. And here's improvement for you guys at home. Jalen then the next season started 10 games out of 16 games and played 10 out of 16 games and averaged 8.8 points, and he shot 58% from the floor. That is amazing. Great improvement, Jalen. Say hello to
Appreciate it.
say hello to the fans out there.
How's everyone doing out there? Thank you for having me. It's always, exciting to do things like this. So,
Of course. So that will lead us into our first question, and it is, how did you first get into basketball? Was there a moment or any moment? Yeah, moment.
my dad played, so I kind of grew up watching him, and a lot of people want to be like, their hero, which was my dad at the time. So, I saw him play. I used to go to all his games, and I was like, let me pick up the basketball, see what I can do, see if I can follow his footsteps. So that's what got me started in playing.
Yeah, that role model and just looking up to someone is really important. Having that role model, that one person that you look up to, that icon, really important. And appreciate you sharing that. Why did you choose basketball like over football or soccer as opposed to football or soccer or any other sports? Like I know your dad played, but was there a specific reason other than your dad?
Honestly, I wanted to play football at first. I wanted to play quarterback, but my mom was like, football is too violent of a sport. So I ended up playing basketball. I play a little baseball too. I was actually better at baseball than basketball. But, as you get older, you kind of got to pick one unless you're like a super like two sport athlete. So I picked basketball because, again, I wanted to follow my dad's footsteps. So I picked basketball and dedicated all my time to it. And it's done some great things for me. So
100%, 100%. And why did you choose Simpson University? And why? What schools have you turned down in order to go to Simpson University? Do you have any schools that you said no to, or didn't want to go to, or wanted to go to, but chose Simpson over?
I mean, there's a few schools I wanted to go to. I didn't get the best grades because school wasn't my strong suit. I had senioritis when I was a freshman, so you know kind of struggled like doing homework and keeping up on things, not being lazy. So Simpson, they gave me a chance. They gave me an opportunity. They told me I can go there, I could play my game, and it's Simpson is an NAIA, which most people think I have to go D1, I have to go D2 if I can't go D1. But to me, it's about going where you could play. So
Exactly.
I went to Simpson. They would let me play 40 minutes. They would let me take whatever shots I wanted, or grow into the leadership role, things like that. So I could say I went to Simpson and I played 40 minutes. Other people would say they went to a D1 but they didn't play. So I would say, to the fans out there who want to play in college, not everyone can go D1. So you should go where you can play, and you can shine in whatever role you have.
100%. Could not agree more with that. That is really amazing words coming out right there from Jalen. I just really respect that. And the fact that you went to not D1 schools, Simpson's not a D1 school, but you went to Simpson anyways to play ball just means a lot, really appreciation for the game for you. I really respect that. Really, really respect that. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you didn't get drafted and you entered the 2019 draft, but did you expect to get drafted, or what did you feel when you didn't get drafted and went into free agency? Were there any feelings there?
Um, Going to a smaller school, it's kind of hard to expect to get drafted going against like the top notch guys. So um, I ended up signing with a great agent in Anthony Raya, and he got me some opportunities. So I've been, I worked out with some teams and did some things. So I'm looking forward to my first NBA G League opportunity coming up.
Oh, when
With
is
the
that?
with the virus and everything, there's no real rookies playing in the bubble that they're having in um, Disney World. So it's mostly like they held like a draft, but it's players. They drafted players already on teams and stuff like that, to keep the virus from spiking and stuff. So right now I'm just training with I have a great trainer in Andre Chilton. He has a gym in California. It's called No Time to Chill Skills Academy. So I've been working there, just staying ready, staying in shape, and waiting for my opportunity, which should be hopefully this summer. If not, then in the fall.
What is this summer? What's this fall? I'm really interested. What what
Um,
what is this opportunity? Talk a little more about it.
well, they should be having like a doing something else for like the G League
Oh,
for players that like me that didn't really get the chance to play in the bubble. So they're trying to work some things out because, like I said, they're having that bubble, but a lot of teams opted out. I believe there's 17 teams plus the. Have you heard of the G League Ignite team? Yeah, so
right.
17 teams plus them, so there's 18 teams in the bubble out of 29. So for the players that didn't get to go and the teams that didn't get to go, they should be doing something later this year. So I plan on playing in that.
Well, that's your time to shine, right there. That's it.
Exactly.
And if when you get to the NBA, or we'll start off with, since you're a unrestricted free agent, what are some next steps for you along with that G League opportunity coming up this fall and this summer? What do you plan to do right after the G League, or do you plan to play in the G League and play up to the NBA?
I plan on going that route, playing up to playing in the G League and playing up to my role and seeing if I can get a call up sometime, in the near future. But for now, it's just working hard, staying ready because you never know when you're gonna get that call. Like someone can get hurt any day, and they could call me up and be like, "Hey, we need you out here tomorrow," and I fly out. So you can't like it. I mean, of course, it sucks. Like I wish I was playing right now, but you can't dwell and you know slack off, and you gotta keep working like you have an opportunity coming up in the
What's
next
done is
coming
done.
weeks or tomorrow.
What's done is done. You can't handle the past. You can handle the future and the present. And
Exactly.
you're going to do. Yeah, that's really important. And I really commend you for hanging in there, really working hard, and definitely an opportunity will pop your way very, very soon. And just excited to see you. What do you think is the best thing that you need to work on to get into the NBA? Workouts, in terms of workouts, work ethic, or dribbling, shooting. What do you think you need to work on special, and just what's your specialty?
What do I think I need to work on? Definitely gaining some weight. Gaining some weight. I'm pretty small out there, which could, makes things kind of tough defensively sometimes when I
Yeah.
get against like a bigger guard who wants to go to the post or is driving and lowering his shoulder. But um, specialty is probably speed, quickness, athleticism. I have like a 44-inch vertical, so
Wow. Oh man.
yeah. So I make up for my defensive. I don't want to say liabilities, but my size, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that vert is really, really big, and that can come in clutch in the NBA and even the G League too. I definitely want to see you in the G League. Definitely will watch you close. I'm really excited for you in the G League, for you in the NBA, and with your goal obviously going to the NBA. What's your mentality and mindset, knowing that you're so close to being on an NBA team? What are you thinking every single day, close to the G League and close to the NBA? What's your mindset going into every day?
Well, being that close, I want to have a mindset that's like I feel like I want to have a mindset that I'm working like I'm not close, you know, like I'm still trying really hard to get there. Like I have no opportunities because
Exactly.
that'll keep me, you know, that'll keep the hunger there and keep me working. I don't want to have the mentality like, oh, you know, I have one step in and I want to, you know, now I can kind of slouch, you know, take some time off and not work as hard. I want to keep working like I'm still trying to get that opportunity.
Yeah. And just hard work. Keep up the hard work and you'll be there very, very soon. And I'm just
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
yeah, very, very exciting. And last couple questions or last question. Uh as an NBA free agent in the league right now, or you're a free agent, what are you thinking about this James Harden blockbuster trade? And who do you think won this trade? And I know this is not you're not on the Nets, you're not on these teams that made this trade, but I'm willing and interested to hear what you think. What's your point of view on this trade, and who do you think won this trade?
Honestly, I think all the teams involved won in some way. Like the Rockets, you know, they lost MVP and James Harden, you know, multi-year All-Star, but like they have like Victor Oladipo now, like he's solid. They can kind of switch up their offense because their offense it was kind of hard to play like that, like a lot of isolation ball because once that wasn't working, they didn't really have any plays to fall back on. So it was kind of like, you know, hit or miss with that sometimes. But
Yeah.
I honestly think all the teams involved won in some way. But the Nets team, they're scary. That's a
Yeah,
scary team.
that is a really scary trio right there. Oh man. And then the Pacers, they lost a lot, but they inherited a lot. And I think, like you said, really good point. All of the teams really won this trade together as a unit. And I feel like the Cavs as well got very good value out of Jared Allen. So it was really interesting to see these teams coordinate all of these players and draft picks and whatnot to coordinate this trade to just ultimate goal to get James Harden onto the Nets with Kyrie and KD, which I mean, that is probably top 5 most lethal trios, in my opinion, in NBA history, I think. And
I agree. I agree. I saw a lot of backlash yesterday because they lost to the Cavs, but it's like, you know, it's game one. So
yeah,
once they figure it out, that's gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough to beat. They need a few. I think they need a few more pieces, like another big, because all they have is DeAndre Jordan right now. When they gave away Jared Allen, but once they get that piece, you know, knock on wood, no injuries happen. I think they're top.
yeah, lots of potential for sure. And that is all the questions that I have for you today, Jalen. Really appreciate you coming on the show today. Just amazing. Keep up the good work, and I really hope to see you in the G League and the NBA this upcoming couple seasons from
Of
now.
course, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you.